wedding day, she had it embedded into her, what they wear on their heads, the
tiara?
veil.
Oh, veil. Okay.
The veil was embedded with wattle. A bit of floral history there, Queen Elizabeth II. But let's run through the list of cut flowers that are allergy-free for your home.
All right. Should we start the recording as such? Like I'll do the introduction and everything? Okay. I'll just check that I'm recording. Yep, I am. Well, it's time for the Talking Flowers segment on Real World Gardener. On the line, I've got Mercedes Sarmini from Floral Gossip, who's a flower expert extraordinaire. I've got to say, hey today, Mercedes.
I'm blooming fabulous, my darling.
Excellent. And today we're talking about something that is on everyone's mind when it comes to spring, and that's allergy and flowers, whether they're cut or in the garden. So there's quite a few things you need to know.
Yes. Well, I've said to my daughter, and my daughters have been in my life for more than 20 years. I think I'm giving my age away, but I just want to demonstrate. Most people know what this is. It's a nasal spray, and we don't want to be using this around our cut flowers. And this is what this segment's all about. What are the cut flowers to enjoy in our home or office, so we don't have to worry about this little guy, the nasal spray. I want to talk about acacia, which is also known as wattle. It is Miss Wattle because it comes from seed, and you need to slip on the heels at the bottom of the stem, and it is a waterholic. Now, we are all accustomed to think that this wattle is not a friend when it comes to allergies, but indeed it is. We all think that it's not, but it's something to add to the list this spring to enjoy, because it doesn't give you hay fever.
A lot of listeners will be thinking, oh, but I've been told, and everyone's been fed that line for a long time. You would see that everywhere. In fact, on some websites will say that wattles have, pollen, but they're not wind pollinated. They're pollinated by bees and other insects.
Yeah, apparently the nectar isn't. It's only present on the leaves. It's not present on the puffballs. And what do I mean by that? The shape of the bloom. This is what this segment's all about. It's about uncovering old wives' tales, as they say. Let's go through the list. What are the cut flowers that we can enjoy at home without this little guy interfering, the nasal spray? So I'd like to go through the list, if I may, Marianne.
Of course.
So Mr. Cricos, the Cricos, which is the saffron flower that we know.
Crocus. Yeah, you mean Mr. Crocus?
Yes.
Yes.
The daffodil, Mr. Daffodil is another one that we can enjoy. Geranium, Miss Rose, but unscented. So if you've got a rose that doesn't have a fragrance, you are in the clear zone. Miss Lilac is another fragrant cut flower that is also in the clear zone. Miss Hydrangea is another one that you can enjoy freely. And Miss Snapdragon, Mr. Iris, Miss Zinnia, Miss Carnation, peonies you can enjoy. They're in the free zone. And Mr. Tiger Lily, and lastly, Mr. Dendrobium orchids. In fact, all the orchids in the family you can enjoy, and they're definitely in the allergy-free zone when it comes to enjoying them at home or the office.
Now, I was going to make a list of the allergy sufferer's worst nightmare, and that is flowers, a lot of flowers from the Asteraceae or daisy family, and close to the top of the list is baby's breath. Who would have thought that baby's breath is just a tiny little flower?
I know. And if you get your microscope out and you zoom into it, it looks like a carnation. It's a mini me carnation. And look, it has the story of, opening up all your 7 chakras, which, is a minority when it comes to cut flowers. But to find out, as you said, Marianne, that it's in the list of cut flowers to avoid, who would have thought? Who would have thought?
And yeah, often used as fillers in some bouquets. So if you are allergy prone, avoid that for a start. Another one is, which doesn't surprise me, is any of the daisies. Well, that's fair enough. Chamomile, that's another one. I mean, probably not so much of a cut flower, but, people grow them quite a bit in their herb garden.
Indeed. And I'm going to show you one of the cousins to the chamomile cut flower.
Wow. That's a nice daisy there you've got.
Chrysanthemum.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Lovely.
So they're cut flowers to avoid if you're a sufferer when it comes to allergies. So steer away from them. Who would have thought?
Typical chrysanthemums, I've got to say, the ones that's why it kind of fooled me. I'm kind of was expecting the full-blown double flowering chrysanthemums, but these ones have got the nice yellow center and the two-tone side petals, maroon and kind of a pink and white at the outer edges.
That's deadly when it comes to the nose, which then connects to your breathing tools. So, you can enjoy cut flowers, but you need to do your homework. Not so much so, just tune into us and we'll fill you in, my darling blossoms. But, prevention is better than cure. You need to feed your spirit with cut flowers because that's what they certainly do. They make you happy. And they've done research on it that if you wake up to cut flowers every day, you are guaranteed a better start to the day. So get some cut flowers into your vase and enjoy, my darling blossoms.
Indeed. I thought I'd just mention one more, which is another surprise for a lot of people, I'm sure, and that's the sunflower. It's often overlooked, really, yeah. Even because it's not fragrant, they think, oh, it's, it's pollen free, but it's got heaps of pollen.
Indeed. And, born in the USA, they wrote a song about that, and that's where Miss Sunflower comes from. And she is a very, very thirsty drinker and very rebellious because, as a toddler growing in the sunflower fields, she's obedient and she faces the sun and, and she's all good and proper. But as she starts to germinate into a teenager, she turns her face away from the sun. And on cloudy days, she faces, her girlfriend or her boyfriend next door in the field, and they just touch faces. So, fascinating. It's a one-stop shop cut flower, and I'm so happy you brought it up, Marianne, because, look, if you are a sufferer, please avoid Miss Sunflower.
Well, there we have it. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Mercedes, and hope to have you soon again on the show.
Looking forward to it. And visit our blogs, my darling blossoms, floralgossip.com.au/blog/. And we'll see you very soon.
Excellent. I'll just stop that. Excellent. Thank you so much. Yeah.
My pleasure. No, that was really